3 tips for filing taxes as a 1099 gig worker. We are going to cover filing as a gig worker. You need to file taxes, but don't know what to do? Don't worry. We have compiled a list of facts that will help you file your taxes. What are the tax rates for gig workers? Do I need to pay self-employment tax as a gig worker? What are the requirements for filing taxes? When it comes to taxes, gig workers are not as well informed as traditional employees. They might not know what they need to do in order to file their taxes properly and get the refund they deserve. So the first question is, what are the tax rates for gig workers? The tax rates for gig workers depend on the individual's income. For instance, in the United States, if an individual's income is less than $400 a year, then they don't have to pay any taxes. If their income is between $400 and $800 a year, then they only have to pay 10% of their total earnings in taxes. If their income is between $800 and $3,200 a year, then they only have to pay 15% of their total earnings in taxes. Finally, if an individual earns more than $3,200 a year from gig work or other forms of self-employment work, then they have to pay 25% of their total earnings in taxes. Do I need to pay self-employment tax as a gig worker? The first tip is, as a gig worker, you are not required to pay self-employment tax. You just need to pay your regular income tax. Self-employment taxes are paid by people who work for themselves and are classified as independent contractors. Independent contractors pay self-employment taxes on their net earnings from self-employment minus any allowable deduction, subject to certain limits. The net earnings from self-employment are the gross income of the business minus allowable deductions for the business. A gig worker is someone who performs work through an online marketplace and gets paid for the work. They are not considered employees of the company, but they are also not considered self-employed. If you are a gig worker and you don't have any other income, then you won't have to pay self-employment tax. However, if you make more than $400 from one company in a year, then you will be taxed as an employee. And the second tip covers: what are the requirements for filing taxes? Many of us dread the day we have to file taxes. It is a complicated process, and many people are not sure what they need to do in order to file them. To file taxes, you will need to have your social security number, your driver's license, and your last pay stub. You will also need a copy of your W-2 from your employer and any 1099s that you might have received. If you are self-employed, you will need all of these things as well as a list of all the money that you made in the year. The requirements for filing taxes vary from country to country. For example, in the United States, you need a social security number to file taxes. My third tip is to hire a professional who knows tax codes and regulations, and file your taxes virtually. Click the link in the description and schedule your 2023 tax appointment now.